Good morning and welcome to the men's Varsity. Great job. I'm delighted to be joined by my co-commentator, lead commentator, I'm going to call you Ben Thompson. Ben, big day for the lads. How you doing?
Good morning, Mark. Very well. Huge day for both sides, Mark. One of those days that, you sat in office, you're 30 years old, you're speaking to your colleagues, you say, guess what, I played on the Eco Power pitch. Massive day, and probably a bit of added spice now. The Sports College ladies have just relinquished their trophy. The DN Group, fantastic 8-2 win. So now it's the turn of the fellas, and we'll see how they go. Now with the Sports College men, they had a very solid season. Finished just runners up in their league to Grimsby Town Academy. Second place. The Sunderland were the nearest side to them, 10 points behind. So they were quite unlucky not to win the league. They lost the league on the final day. Players to look out for, Mark. The midfielder Adam Morrison, very tricky, great on the ball. Mason Laws, but really the one who's in hot form is Rio. Rio Allen. 13 league appearances, 34 goals, Mark.
It's an incredible return, Ben, and what a talented footballer he is. Cool, calm, composed on the ball. Works really well with Adam Morrison. They're good friends off the pitch. They play together at club level, and certainly this will be a partnership that will be looking to try and exploit the DN Group. The DN Group lined in blue, black and black socks today.
Yeah, and worth noting as well, Mark, the man in the middle, former Scunthorpe United and Doncaster Rovers legend, Andy Butler, qualified referee. So with the DN Group, with North Lindsay, Doncaster College and Club Doncaster Sports College, all in that group, Andy Butler has his foot in both camps.
Yeah, absolutely, and Andy's a great friend of the foundation, the Sports College. Obviously a fantastic footballing career, and yes, he's the man in the middle today. Current Doncaster Bells manager as well.
Yes, just re-signed for the new season. Exciting times down at the Bells. Okay, here we go. Men's Varsity 2022 is underway, and the Sports College will look to get the ball forward early with Ash McCreath, and it's a great defensive header there.
It's a big by Ricky Pang that looked. Ricky's getting the early header. It's so important, Ben, especially as a defender, just trying to win that early ball.
Yeah, that's it. Settle in, show what you're about. Ricky Pang, I'm led to believe is a veteran, adult learner in further education in the DN Group. Tall lad, so he'll be looking to assert his authority in there as the Sports College look to come forward, and the aforementioned Morrison on the ball now. Looks to jink inside. A few nerves, Mark. You can see players on the ball taking that extra touch. Big crowd in today, family, friends. So just trying to settle themselves in as the ball goes through over the top. Leighton Finch looks to come and take that, and just relieves the pressure on the Sports College.
Nice early touch. Yeah, Ben, you alluded to it. So many factors. The opportunity to play on the pitch. Friends, family. Loved ones are here to watch you as well. You want to make sure you ease yourself into the game.
As McCreath goes down the wing, it's probably a bit too much on it, and it'll just roll out.
Just Ben, and well marshalled out by Ollie Hood, number 5.
So the rain hammering down on the Eco Power Stadium roof. As we alluded to in the ladies' game, these games are usually played in glorious sunshine and warm weather. But Mark, does that make any difference? Does it benefit the game at all?
I think it does, Ben. I think as a player you don't want to be playing in the blazing sunshine. It zaps the energy. So conditions like this are perfect. You want it to be nice and cool. You want a bit of rain, and certainly that. The ball moves about a little bit quicker, a bit slicker as Gibbo just puts in the tackle. Alex Gibbons there, again a second year, keen to stamp a bit of authority on the game, but has put his team here in a free kick opportunity they don't really want to be in this early, Ben.
No, this is a really good position, Mark. If you hit the penalty spot here, it gives the goalkeeper that option. Do you stay? Do you go? And for a goalkeeper, that kind of lane, the penalty spot is a dangerous area. Bit of a daft challenge, really. The player wasn't going anywhere as such, so going to ground there, catching him, definitely a free kick. Gives the DN group the first chance of the game.
Yeah, and I believe this is Luke White, who is standing over the ball.
So White
swinging a left footer in. Nice and easy for Leighton Finch.
I don't know if he went for a shot there, Mark, or if he was maybe trying to play across the defender, trying to get a nick from the oncoming striker. And we've got Rio Allen who takes a touch. Good move, and it's a corner. And Mark, the danger man, on the ball for the first time.
He has. He's got his jinking feet going the ball into him. Dayan College will be aware of the threat that Rio Allen poses. Shot probably drifting wide of the keeper's left hand, but the deflection was there, and it's out for a corner. And it looks like Mason Laws is about to whip this in with the right foot, Ben.
A few of the big men come forward. Gibbons comes forward. He's on to Gibbons, who gets the first touch and just knocks it wide. Not known for his goal scoring prowess, but first chance for the Sports College there.
Yeah, like you mentioned, Ben, it's always that opportunity. You want to get those set pieces in early. You want to test the goalkeeper in the back four with a set piece like a corner. Mason Laws has a excellent right foot, and yeah, I think Gibbons will be disappointed. Maybe not get a little bit more on that, as Ricky Pine closed him down.
Gibbons again, all action, wins the header. The Sports College look to try and win something with Pagden, who does, and it's possibly a DN group ball. And actually, Mark, I've just looked at the stats. Gibbons is a centre half, but he scored 6 goals this season. Oh, it's a great advantage by the referee. Morrison takes it forward with a great strike, great save. Allen on the rebound and over. And what a golden chance for the Sports College, squandered.
Yeah, well done by the referee. They let the game go. Again, other refs might have blown it up, but again, awareness to the referee to let the play go. Morrison was able to have a shot that was well saved by Matthews Brem in the DN group goal, and he'd be happy enough to take a goal kick here, which possibly could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, great save. Palms it out into traffic, and Allen there snapped at the shot a little bit. Still a difficult one, it bounced up at him. It came at a quick speed, but this game's set fire early, Mark.
It's frantic, yeah, and you'd expect this as well. A lot of nervous energy, like we alluded to in the ladies' game. You want to get out there, you want to try and put your stamp on it, but you don't want to be tearing yourself out too early. No. But a great start, Ben.
Yeah, fantastic start, and that's something that we were looking for in the men's game. There's a great ball through. Mason Laws is through, and it's a goal! Goal for the Sports College.
Yeah, it's a lovely finish.
1-0 Sports College. Talk us through it, Mark.
Yeah, it's a great finish. Well laid off. I believe it was Adam Morrison again involved, and he was able to thread it through. Rio Allen was also involved. Thread it through to Mason Laws, who on a tight angle, Ben, with a fantastic finish with the right foot.
Yeah. He had to be good there because the goalkeeper was sliding out, and he just managed to just get it under the goalkeeper and 1-0. But as we saw in the ladies' game, the Sports College took the lead in the ladies' game, and that very quickly dissipated.
That's right, Ben, and I think now the key thing from the DM point of view is they want to try and regroup and get back into this game as quickly as possible. From the club Doncaster perspective, you want to try and build and capitalise on this lead.
Oh, and there's a chance here. There's a mix-up in the Doncaster defence. Oh, it's a great block, but it's still alive, and DN Group have got an opportunity. Yeah,
great defending there, Ian Griff. He put himself in a bit of bother, but was able to have the presence of mind to get himself out of it. And we talked about the importance of not conceding as soon as you score. You're at your most vulnerable, Ben.
Yeah, absolutely. Cardoso was battling hard there, and Hood was in there as well. And Pangle looked to play the ball forwards. And again, Hood all action. Come onto the left wing now. Plays the ball in. Sam Goodhart. Ball into the box. So we just just a few minutes in, Mark. 7-8 minutes in, and it's 1-0 Sports College. But it's been a great spectacle so far. Nip and tuck. Probably Sports College have had the best of the chances, though.
Yeah, with Rio Well, I think with Rio, with Laws and with Morrison up front, you're always going to have chances. And Ricky Pang has done well to extinguish any threats apart from the goal that the club Doncaster have posed. But Aidan Griffith, want to try and get this forward as Mason Laws just uses his strength there into Allen.
Rio Allen, is he going to look for a shot? He's going to pass it on to Ash McCreath. He does. Ash McCreath with a chance in the bar. Ash McCreath with a shot against the bar, not known for his goal scoring, and here comes Allen, and it's Laws 2-0.
Yeah, really well worked goal on the edge of the box. Rio Allen, it wasn't on his right foot, but he stayed calm and he was able to thread it through to Ice McCreath. Ice had an excellent shot that hit the bar, and then again great work from Rio Allen down the right hand side. Tricky feet, both left and right, able to thread the ball to Mason Laws, who cannot miss from there, Ben.
No, nearly did actually, Mark. It roofs it from a yard out, but Rio Allen, the top scorer this season, unselfish in both occasions there, where he threads it through to McCreath, and McCreath with a great effort, to be fair. They recycle the ball. Laws gets Allen gets the ball along the byline, threads it through to Laws, and he cannot miss, and it's 2-0. Laws on the double as Pagden wins the ball in midfield, and the Sports College look to break again with Rio Allen this time, who makes a nutmeg and looks to fashion a chance for himself, loses the ball. Now Pagden, and it's tight in there, there's a lot of traffic. DN Group back in numbers. Oh, it's a great ball into Allen, it's 3-0! 3-0, Mark, quick fire 3.
Absolutely. Again, the ball in, it could be wrong, it looks like the number 9, what I believe is Lucas Allcroft with a wonderful whip ball, inviting. And Rio Allen, he's not just left foot, he's not just right foot. He's more than capable with the head, and a fine-headed finish that left Matheus Brem with no chance.
So we're 12-13 minutes into the game. It's 3-0 Doncaster. Now we'd be foolish to suggest that's game over. Our first team at Doncaster Rovers surrendered a 3-goal lead with only 45 to go, so there's still a lot to be done in this game.
Absolutely, Ben. And Craig Collins will be telling the boys that, as well as Ethan Orgreaves, his assistant. Again, we talked about this in the warm-up, that nothing will be distracting the lads today, and certainly the 3-0 lead.
It's a great ball into McCreath. McCreath with a little step over into Morrison, didn't really want it in there because he had some company, and now DN Group can break, and they'll look to go early into the feet of Beadle, but the Sports College deal with it, and they look to go a bit more direct into Allen, who takes a really good touch, splashes the chance and just flashes it past the goalkeeper's right hand post mark.
Yeah, he did well to take that down. I think sometimes you got your back to the goal. It's a difficult art to be able to bring the ball down and then put it on your favoured left foot. He's not afraid to have a shot. He won't mind it going past an opportunity to have a breather, Ben.
Yeah, I tell you what, Mark, I'm not looking forward to refereeing in this in the next game. It's teaming it down here at the Eco Power Stadium at the moment. It
certainly isn't middle of May weather, and you talked about this. I think I've been frostbitten on a Varsity. I've been sunburnt on a Varsity, and today it looks a bit damp. A good header there by Griffin as well.
A couple of Joels in the middle of the park. Danny Smith, though, number 7's been lively, trying to get involved in the play down there on the DN Group right. And again, Luke White, number 11, all action, seems to be coming inside, Mark, from the wing, switching wings, trying to make something happen as the ball skips over the Sports College head, but easy claim for Leighton Finch. Leighton Finch, Mark, started his Sports College career in the development squad and has worked his way up. He started this year in the second team and has now finished as first choice goalkeeper for the Sports College.
Yeah, and that's excellent, and that is again, and just one of the many success stories that we have, not just through the academy, but through the academic structure that we have. And Leighton's worked hard. He's got himself into the position where he is the first choice goalkeeper, and at the minute he's doing everything right. Safe hands Finch so far, as Gibbons puts a great tackle in, Ben.
Yeah, Gibbons has found his range now, and with a great time sliding tackle. Morrison over the top to McCreath, who's been on the ball quite a lot in them advanced areas, not known for his goal scoring attributes, but he's been in them advanced areas quite a lot, Mark.
Yeah, and he's making the most of finding a little bit of space out there. He's had some joy at right wing back. It's something that Craig has asked him to do, is to try and get some width, but also get some legs in behind the left back, which he's done so far. Ben, you've alluded to it.
Yeah, scored 2 this season from wing back. Craig likes to employ a 3-5-2 formation with the wing backs, as you say, trying to get beyond the midfield and try and create some width. The DN group look to be employing a 4-4-2 diamond at the moment, as they win the first corner of the game, and we'll look if they can build on this, Mark.
Yeah, and Craig, I know he's influenced by the Dutch that he's talked about, Louis van Gaal and the 3-5-2. We've got a big connection with Holland, Ben.
Yes.
Not just in terms of style of play, but also cultural and sporting opportunities that we have at the Sports College, Ben. Talk us through it.
Absolutely, Mark, and I think we'll see how this corner plays out, and I'll tell you a little story about a town called Utrecht, as Corey Beadle looks to swing this ball in. It's a fantastic ball, and number 5, Ollie Hood, was up and couldn't quite get onto it, but Mark, it was unmarked. It was a great opportunity.
It was indeed, and you, again, the first real opportunity to see what DN Group have in terms of the set piece, and if it was just slightly taller, Big Hood would have probably got the head to it, which he has done now.
Yeah, it's a great defensive header. And we'll just see how this plays out as Adam Morrison tries an audacious effort and it goes wide of the post. Yes, Mark. So as you mentioned, we do have a really close connection with Holland. Every year we go on a European tour. Unfortunately, that was curtailed due to COVID recently. But next year we're back on the tour. We go to a place called Utrecht, which probably isn't as well known to British people as maybe Amsterdam, but it's known as Little Amsterdam. It's a beautiful town, very close to our hearts, and our good friend over there, Nico Bakker, he sorts us out with our fixtures. We drive over on the Friday, stop in some lovely hotels, train, play 2 games. The guys get that cultural experience of a different country, but the football, the way they pass the ball is just unbelievable. Mark, you've been there to witness it firsthand.
It is, yeah, it's special, and it's an opportunity for the lads to go out, experience the different cultures and the lifestyles. But like you say, Ben, you go out there and you play against teams, Campon, FC De Bilt, just to name, you could rattle a few more teams off, Ben.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, we've been wherever we've been treated in the highest regard. At Loosdrecht, we actually christened their new pitch with the first opposition to actually play on their new surface. There's a chance for the DN group, and it could be an own goal. And it's a corner, but a little bit of confusion in the Club Doncaster Sports College defence nearly led to an impromptu own goal, Mark.
Yeah, just a bit of switch off there, a bit of lack of communication between the left fullback and the centre half there, as a corner.
So it'll be Luke White again, Mark, to swing it in with the left foot from this side. It's a decent ball, but it will be cleared by Pagden. Sports College will look to push out, but DN Group still have the ball. Morrison harrying and hassling and wins the ball, but DN Group still have it on that far left-hand side. Cuts inside, looks to play, fantastic ball. And now it's Smithstone on the ball. What can he do with it? Plays it again into White, but can Laws get away? It's a great tackle. Can he keep it in? Fantastic, and it just goes out on the halfway line for a Club Doncaster Sports College throw.
Yeah, first real opportunity for the number 7 Smithstone to get his legs going. He looked neat and tidy. He was able to
Ryan Gigg-esque from up here, Mark, with the haircut.
Ryan Giggs, or a good one of the heroes of mine, Keith Gillespie.
Oh yes,
Very much so. But yeah, certainly in the mould of a 1990s-esque winger, and a Gillespie or a Kanchelskis or a Giggs. Interested to see what comes up against Gibbons, who is
Gibbons looks to play the ball.
just what you want from your centre half, a bit of flair.
Yeah, and I thought he'd taken one touch too many there, as some of the bench did, and just nice and cool. He drops the shoulder, pulls it in, and pops it off, and that's the modern day fullback mark. You know, it used to coming together, but I think the foul was committed before Pagden was felled, so it will be a DM ball. Another opportunity to send the big men forward. And the centre half looks at Ricky Pang will stay back, which I'm surprised at. You know, he looks like he packs some real height in there. But number 5, Ollie Hood is up there. Ball into Hood again, almost unchallenged. There's a chance, half a chance, and it's well saved by Finch. They will bowl the ball out, and the Sports College will look to come away here, Mark.
Absolutely, and it is looks like Hawcroft on the ball. Yep.
Great football. And they'll look to just settle down here a little bit, Sports College. It's last couple of minutes got a bit frantic. Smithstone in there with no avail. Hawcroft will look to chase, and he just rolls out, and it'll be a DM ball deep in their own half.
Yeah, he gets forward, does Lucas. He again one of the first year scholars that we have here. 14 appearances, really made this position his own on the left hand side. Works really well with Alex Gibbons in terms of just being able to pop the ball and then set him free down the line. But unfortunately, just ran out of space.
As the rain stops, Mark, and we have a chink of sunshine. It's certainly brightened up a little bit, so the pitch is nice and zippy, but the players don't have to contend so much with the rain in their eyes. As there's a possible foul there, the referee plays advantage, and deems that to be a fair advantage. And the ball over to McCreath, doesn't quite get to him. Laws will mop it up. What can Laws do from this position? He'll cut inside, pop it into Allen. Allen pops it out. The strike up, and it's away. And Dane Group will look to clear. And the ball into the big lad Alfie Whiting. It's a fantastic ball. Just misses Corey Beadle there, but Whiting, fantastic. Big man up top. Ball comes into his body, takes a touch, turns out, tries to feed Beadle in there. So some green shoots of a revival, Mark.
Yeah, absolutely, and this team are certainly not out of it in terms of the scoreline. You can see a bit of athleticism there, trying to get the ball forward to the big number 10.
And they're looking to get McCreath in as well again. Oh, and it's a fantastic ball, and it's a great touch by McCreath. He had a lot to do. It looks like a foul, and it will be a foul. And now the Sports College get an opportunity to throw the ball into the box from a nice position there, Mark.
Yeah, it is indeed, and we talked about the danger that Mason Laws poses from the set piece, from the corner. That's the first time that he's been at that side of the pitch. Opportunity for an outswinger, Ben.
Well, interestingly, Mark, both centre forwards have gone to take this. So both centre forwards stand over it. There's not one striker in the box for the Sports College. So I'm not quite sure what they'll do here, but Mason Laws is walking away. He's leaving it to Rio Allen. Does make me wonder if he might be involved somewhere in this move a little bit later on as he creeps to the edge of the box.
Pagden, maybe Gibbo is the target.
With a decent ball in. The goalkeeper misses it. He misses everyone. It's a goal kick. And at the back post, Holcroft almost gets a toe on it.
Yeah, Ben, you're a goalkeeper. Obviously a qualified referee by trade as well, but a goalkeeper. Sometimes it's difficult when you've got those crowded bodies to contend with. You're keeping an eye on the strikers, but you're also being crowded out by your own teammates, but also the opposition.
Yeah, it's very difficult. You watch on television, goalkeepers trying to clear the 6-yard box. You've got players standing in front of him. They're trying to push him away. As soon as that ball goes into the box, it's fair game. So as a goalkeeper, you need to worry about your own situation, and the centre halves really should be dealing with the rest. And you've got your hands, you've got that extra added height. you've got the advantage. So it's up to you to come and claim that. If you can't claim it, you hurry back onto your line and hope your centre halves bail you out.
Absolutely.
It's happened to me many times. This is another chance here.
Again, well defended, able to extinguish the threat of Club Doncaster as Hallcroft takes the throw in, looking for Allen, who takes the ball down nicely on his left foot. Opportunity to run. He plays it to Pagden on his right foot, maybe trying to shift it inside.
Pagden would be known as an agricultural midfielder. He's a Leeds United fan and Leeds by name, Leeds by nature. Loves to tackle, but he has actually got a good pair of feet and a bit of flair about his game as well. So he can turn it on and off when he needs. Jones in there, probably with a bit more of a progressive midfielder, where Jones will tend to come forward as Pagden sits in, but they seem to be working well, them two. A second year and a first year, but working well as a two.
Yeah, you alluded to the Leeds effect. Again, Adam Forshaw, a little bit about Paggy there, as well as the flair of Calvin Phillips. But we're not talking about Leeds too much while we're playing on a day like this.
Not in the DM postcode, Mark, no. So DM Group look to fashion a chance, and he goes through into Leighton Finch, who pops the ball back out. And the Sports College will look to clear up that right flank. Inside. Oh, it's a great pass, and Hallcroft might look to possibly exploit some of that space.
Yeah, he's going to run into it by the looks of it.
Little bit of a heavy pass, but McCreath might still not in there. And Jones mops up, pops it back inside, pagged in, and the Sports College just looking to settle now, Mark, as the game gets a little bit more stretched.
Yeah, and that's where you look at players like Adam Morrison, Laws, the experienced second years to try and just put the foot on it.
Ball into Allen. Oh, he's in the post.
Oh, talking maybe a foul. He just sort of hampered him.
Couple half-hearted appeals to the referee. I'm not sure, Mark, to be honest, especially as a goalkeeper. I think the goalkeeper's got every right to come and take that, and I think that was fine. Rio gets in front of the keeper, knocks it on, hits the post. Nobody follows it up. Oh, that's a high foot. Yeah, and the referee will give that against Gibbons again. Definitely a free kick. Doesn't look too happy about it, but it certainly was a free kick.
Yeah, no question of that. And I think when you put your studs high, your foot high, you've always opened yourself up to that possibility. Maybe if you're marking someone that's a bit smaller than you, that you're going to have the studs high. So an opportunity now for the DN group to try and get the ball into.
Well, I think it Hood again, Mark.
The big number 9, yeah.
Every time Ollie Hood, the centre half, the ball seems to go into him. He's had a few sighters, but no, it's a great ball. Oh, and Leighton Finch does enough with it for now. But again, the Sports College there, exposed at the back, Mark.
Ben, that's a good as set pieces you'll see.
Fantastic.
Puts it into that corridor of uncertainty. The Club Doncaster Sports College back 3, should I say, were left wondering where on earth is this ball going to. Leighton Finch was able to field it, but certainly an opportunity.
Finch did unbelievably
fantastic.
well there. That's
fantastic
the amount of them that you see creep in because the goalkeeper's unsighted or doesn't react. Fantastic move by Allen. Ball back into Allen. Allen shoots. It's 4-0.
That's a lovely finish.
And a little goal celebration. He sees the official photographer in the corner and gives her a little goal celebration. That one's for the old Facebook profile.
Absolutely, that'll certainly be on Snapchat tonight.
And a disappointment for DN Group, who were growing into the game, who looked probably the more progressive in the last 5 minutes, Mark, and a sucker punch from the Sports College against the run of play. Yeah,
and football can flip on a second or two. Like I said, a minute ago that set piece could have been 3-1, and now they went up the other end. Again, great work from Rio Allen. Down Ash McCreath as well was involved. Jones was involved as well, and you can't be given give a striker as talented as Rio Allen on his left foot that sort of time as DN Group come through. But it's the first offside of the game, Ben.
Marginal offside, but fantastic spot. Goal 36 for Rio Allen this season, Mark?
Incredible statistics, and no matter what team you're playing, if you're playing for Real Madrid or you're playing for the Dog and Duck or you're playing for a college team, any striker that puts above 30 goals, you've got opportunities of winning silverware.
Yeah, and it's everything that shows as well. Rio plays his football at Harworth Colliery alongside his studies at Club Doncaster Sports College. We've got a lot of links with the local non-league clubs, and there could be a little mix-up here.
Yeah, well done.
Just nicely tidied up. Well played, to be fair.
Yeah, I think sometimes like that, when you've got a bit of time on the ball and you expect your goalkeeper to come and you don't hear a shout, you can be a little bit of uncertainty, but Aidan Griffith certainly used all of his experience there just to play it out from the back. It's Rio Allen.
Griff, superb. Second year student, again, another one who's worked his way through the ranks, came in, he's had to do the hard yards, started this year in the second team, and he's worked his way up to number 6 in the first team, and that shows you the development through our academies. 4 men's academy sides. You could start in the development and work your way straight right up to the first team if you work hard enough. As McCreath just tries to fashion a chance, and the DN group win a goal kick.
Absolutely, Ben. And you talked about that. You alluded to the fact that the development setup leads into the Cat 2 and then the Cat 1, which the lads are playing in today. But there's always that opportunity that you can, if you work hard and you work on your game and you come to training, you dedicate yourself to the craft and your development, you can be playing days like this.
Yeah, and that's the thing about the sports college as well. It's not an elitist college. You can come here if you want to take part in sport. If you want to play for a team, you can play for a team. Obviously, depending on the levels that you play, will depend on the team that you play in, but every single person has the opportunity to represent Doncaster. As McCreath comes through again, Laws is in the middle if you can find him, and he can't find him, and it is a corner for Club Doncaster Sports College. A great sliding tackle to knock the ball out of play and just stem the tide, Mark.
Yeah, you could see what Ash McCreath was trying to do there, in behind the left fullback, full of running, very unselfish. He clearly went to try and get the ball back into one of the awaiting strikers to pop the ball in, but excellent bit of defending there from DN Group. And again, Rio Allen's going to take a short piece to Mason Laws by the looks of it.
So again, the two strikers standing over the set pieces, which is something which is I'm not particularly used to, Mark, but Craig Collins is a football scientist, and he does a lot of things with the students, a lot of training methods, different systems and formations, which have worked out this season massively. Yeah,
absolutely, and it's something that Craig, the analyst Chris as well, who does a lot of our analysis, and Ethan have worked on. The fact that the guys come to video sessions, they dedicate themselves to learning about it, and they put it into practice on days like this. So it's a testament to Craig and Ethan and Chris for the work they do, and the players for buying in and applying the system.
Absolutely. You know, you've got, just as we'll just see this play out, you're right, yeah, so we have Chris with the first team, and he does a lot of the analysis, the videoing, cuts the video, and it gives us and the learners a really good opportunity just to see where they've gone right, where they've gone wrong, maybe look at opposition that they're going to play against, formulate plans and tactics, as Morrison just tries to get it under control, and now does get it under control. Another lad who plays men's football alongside being at the sports college, looking to study with the degree next year, the degree which is on site.
Yeah, absolutely, Ben, and we do so through our partners at University Campus Doncaster. We run 2 degrees. We run a sports coaching degree, and we run a sports science degree, in which the guys have opportunity to study at level 4, level 5 and level 6 at the stadium, as well as working towards degree programmes and getting themselves upskilled in the world of sports science and sports coaching. And again, Josh Root is the man to contact for that. Josh Root or Adam Lloyd, our partners at the University Campus Doncaster, if you want to find out more. We've got a free kick here, Ben.
Rio Allen on the hat-trick. Up and over the wall, it's a superb strike, and it hits the bar. And Allen nearly goal 37 for the season, Mark.
Nearly, Ben, and there was only one place this was going to go. and that was in and around the top corner, or the top bins, as the players call it nowadays. But yeah, when Rio Allen gets the ball from 24, 25 yards out, keeper's got no chance. The crossbar has come to his aid on this one.
A lick of paint away, Mark, from the hat trick, but not an easy skill. You know, you see it on television, you see it on computer games. That is a very tough skill. As the DN group come forward, it's a decent first challenge and a second challenge again. And the Sports College will look to regroup as DN group bring it forward. Pagdin's going to have to deal with this. He's looking to try and see it out, and he does well, Pagdin.
He has done well. He's maybe been buoyed by the fact that the
and that looks like a clumsy challenge.
The winger did slip, did look white again as he falls. It looked to be Morrison.
Yeah, it was Adam Morrison. That's right.
As Morrison takes it out, knocks the ball out to Ewan Piggott, another one of our Year 13 experienced head. Ewan Piggott just feeds the ball through to Rio Allen, who will look to get it further forward to Pagden.
It's important to note as well, Mark, that this is the first varsity for all of these players, because with COVID last year, the varsity was cancelled, so every one of these players is making the debut this year, which is it's a great ball in back. Oh, Laws! Oh, and it's a goal! And Allen gets his hat trick. In unfortunate circumstances for the goalkeeper.
Yeah, I mean, Mason put the ball in and a cross. He might say it's a shot, looked like a cross. Matthews Brem looked to have it, and unfortunately it's popped out of his hands, and Rio Allen has a nice tap in for his match ball, Ben.
9 times out of 10 that falls in the box and Brem picks that back up, but you've got Rio Allen there, who's now just scored his 37th goal this season, who loves scoring goals, and he's just alive. He's just alive in the box.
Absolutely, Ben. You talked about those fine margins, the fact the rain, the ball's like a bar of soap.
Yeah.
Another day that goes straight into the big goalkeeper's hands. Yeah. Today, the ball's a bit greasy, and the last person you want the ball to fall to on his left foot is Rio Allen. As Griffiths.
Gibbons.
Well work these two, don't they?
Yeah.
It's classmates as well as teammates.
Absolutely, yeah. Sitting next to each other in class, and they seem to have that telepathy on a football pitch as well. So it seems to translate from the classroom. Great move by Jones into Allen. Allen possibly fouled there, but he carries on. It's back into Allen, who has a strike. Oh, and it's wide of the post.
Just past the post there, Ben. So we talked about Alex and Aidan being in the same class.
Yes.
Now we run 2 courses over 2 years. So the course that the lads are on is the Active IQ Level 2, which then feeds into the second year, a gym instructing qualification, Ben. Talk us through some of the entry requirements for that particular course, and some of the things you might study.
Yeah, this is a unique course, Mark. Not everyone wants to go to university, and it's not everyone's pathway. So, if you're in year 11 and you're thinking to yourself, "I'd like to get into the world of work after college," the Active IQ Level 2, as the DM group have a slight chance here, and it's sorted out by Gibbons there. The Active IQ Level 2 is a nationally recognised academic qualification, but it's also a nationally recognised gym qualification and second year personal trainer qualification. So you can actually leave the course as a qualified gym instructor and qualified personal trainer. You require 4 GCSEs at 3 or above, as the DN group just try. They could pop this off here. It's a great strike.
And it's well fielded.
That touch,
I think it needed Aidan Griffith just to put the right foot out there. Possibly to, who knows if Leighton Finch had got behind that. It looked as if it was heading goalwards, Ben.
Yeah, so that was Cam Dennis with the strike, and it opened up for him, and to be fair to him, won the race for the ball, hit it sweetly, and that was going into the corner from where we're standing, Mark.
Absolutely. Another chance for White just to whip it in, and it's comfortably fielded by Adam Morrison, who took it down in the chest. And, played out to Pagden. Paggy won't thank him for that.
Cordozo looking to try and create something, but Laws gets the ball forward. Pang does very well there. just to stem the flow, but Laws will get onto this, and he can feed Allen. No, he looked for McCreath, and that looked like the wrong ball to me, Matt.
Yeah, I think when you've got a 3-on-2, it's about making the right decision. Do you go yourself, or do you play it to one of those two teammates? And just unfortunately, at this time, the wrong selection was there, and Ricky Pang was able to capitalise as White goes through, but it's mopped up well by Ewan Piggott.
DN Group are getting some joy as they come forward. You know, they do seem to be able to unlock the Sports College defence. They've not had that clear opportunity yet, but it does seem to be coming. As Laws offside, Brem deals with it anyway, but he's a few yards offside.
Yeah, definitely, and we talked about those green shoots and that opportunity for the DN Group to get back into it. Just that slight little lack of quality, just into the feet. Something we might see in the second half. So, Ben, you were talking about the gym instructor qualification, an opportunity to work within the industry, but maybe not having to go to university and work in the health and fitness sector.
That's right, Mark. So, yeah, if you wanted to be a personal trainer rather than, doing a BTEC, doing your A levels as number 9 Whiting goes down there, looks like a bit of pain in the old coccyx there at the bottom of the back. Just took a push from the defender there.
Yeah, definitely around the lumbar region. You don't want that in the vertebrae, do you? On a day like this, certainly when you're short, you're blindsided from behind. You don't want someone like Alex Gibbons coming in and around the vertebral area.
Okay, it's a great ball in, and now there's a chance. Oh! And the Sports College unlocked again, but again, just missed the opportunity.
Yeah, and we've seen glimpses of that set piece that the DN Group have in the locker coming from the middle of the park into the 18-yard box, and they've had chances from set pieces, Ben, just haven't quite made the most of it. But it's certainly something that Craig Collins and the Club Doncaster Sports College really need to be aware of.
Yeah, absolutely, and you get the feeling that the DN Group have now settled into the game, and one goal for them, and they are back in the game.
Yeah, scoring goals is such a confidence booster thing, and you get one and you maybe get another and you're back into the game, and seeds of doubt start to creep into the defensive line. At the minute, the Club Doncaster Sports College are thwarting any chances, but complacency can be quickly set into football, Ben.
And as we can see over this side, number 9 Alfie Whiting was by himself, and Holcroft sprints back to join him, but they're throwing caution to the wind. Every attack, there's 4 or 5 players easily in the vicinity of the box, and there's a chance. And again, Whiting, who's looking lively now.
Yeah, he is. He's big in stature as well, and he's looks to be a physical player. Wants to get forward, wants to try and stamp his physique on it.
Bagden gets a bit lucky there, Mark. I don't think the ball was meant to go to McCreath, but found McCreath. From Bagden's reaction, I think it looked like he wanted to go the other way, but
he got a free one.
Rio Allen on the ball, who fashions a chance for himself, jinks through, runs into traffic. Jones has a chance. Jones pops it off to Laws, and puts it wide.
Yeah, Rio Allen was just waiting for that opportunity for it to fall nicely to the pull of trigger, so to speak. Had the presence of mind, lay it back to Jones, laid it into Lawsy, and just flashed the ball over the keeper's left hand post, Ben.
It would be easy on an occasion like this to try and grab all the glory. Every time you get the ball, look to shoot, but especially Rio Allen, who, as we said, he has scored an hat-trick today, but is the top goal scorer. He's been very unselfish on the ball and only really taking his chances when there was nothing else on. As DN Group have a great ball over the top. Matt trying it this first time. It's a lovely fashion chance.
Yeah, I think that's the markings. That's the markings of a very talented player. That not just the individual accolades and wanting to get those individual milestones, but also knowing the importance of bringing the team into it and the team goals, and giving opportunities and platform for teammates to get shots away, possibly in better positions than him.
Yeah, absolutely.
As Piggott and McCreath work well together Nice triangle with Pagden getting involved. Morrison now on the halfway line. Opportunity to maybe run at the DN group, Ben.
Yeah, so Sports College are well set forward, and Morrison flicks a great ball into Holcroft, who might try and go himself, and it's a fantastic double effort there from 15 of Sam Goodhand, and number 5 again, who's been fantastic, Ollie Hood so far.
They were in symmetry, Ben. Yeah. Synchronised centre halving. Fantastic.
So they'll take it quickly, and again the 2 centre forwards take the corner. It's a little bit of a weak pass by Allen, and it's a lovely move. And Whiting, who's looked very good, very very useful, brings the ball away. Possibly could have had a foul there. I thought he maybe got caught by a Sports College player, but referee says play on, and they continue to come forward. Great little flick on, and they'll harry and they'll hassle, and they've never given up so far, the DN group.
No, they haven't. I think Whiting's testament to that. Again, great feat for the big man, able to work his way out of trouble. Possibly could have been fouled as the club Doncaster win a throw in just in the corner. When you've got pink boots, Ben, you've got to have good feet.
You've got to have good feet, Mark, you're right. And Holcroft there was nothing on, and it was a bit of a hopeless ball, but he's actually just having that little bit of energy to harry the defender is actually fashioned a chance for the Sports College. A throw in that's deep in the blue half. The ball will go out to there could be a shot on it.
Piggott here might fancy his chances.
Piggott more well known for stopping the ball going in rather than scoring. We'll mark that down as a clearance, I think, Mark.
Yeah, I think he just sensed a bit of danger in behind, and just knocked the ball out for a very easily fielded goal kick.
Looking to add to his 2 goals this season from centre half, Ewan Piggott, another second year. So it's fair to say that when the final whistle blows on this game, a lot of this team will be moving on to university, to the world of work, and it's a complete rebuild for Craig Collins next year.
Yeah, it is, Ben, and that's the nature of college football. You might get 2 years, you might only get 1 year, like some of these lads have had due to COVID. And it's that constant rebuilding. You've got to rely on the first years, as Rio Allen looks to get through.
Laws is with him. Is he going to look up for Laws? He does, and it's hat-trick for Laws as well. And that's 6.
Fantastic. And Ben, we've talked about Rio Allen again. What a team, man.
Yeah.
That ability to know that maybe I'm a little bit stretched in terms of my position. Is my teammate in a better position? Can I lay it across? And if I'm Mason Laws, I'm thinking, thank you, sir. What a pass for my hat-trick.
It was a great pass, and to be fair, the margins for error were so small. The goalkeeper almost got a toe on it, and again for Mason, another fairly routine finish.
But you've got to be in there, Ben.
Yes.
And we've noticed on set pieces, those 2 lads, they work in a tandem from set pieces. They work together going forward, they work together out of possession, and they're at it again.
As Rio Allen brings the ball forward, little step over, looks to get it onto his left foot and strikes, and a great save by Bren, but it's loose. And here comes Adam Morrison with a strike and a brilliant save from the goalkeeper, one-handed down to the left-hand post. What a save, Mark.
Fantastic. What a strong left hand that is. Fantastic. A double save, and again, could have so easily went in. Head could have went down, could have let it go, but certainly not. The big man who pulled off a Thompson-esque save.
I'm not sure I'll get down to one of them now, Mark, but a fantastic save nonetheless. Allen with the ball in, front post, and it's a goal, and it's Adam Morrison. So Adam Morrison, who had the chance, Brent tips it around the post, comes back with the goal. Yeah,
that's right, Ben, and again, he was in the right place at the right time, able to get that save from the goalkeeper out of his head, and then able to capitalise on a little bit of space, and a nice finish, Ben, under a bit of pressure.
So that's 7, Mark, and it's not been a 7-0 game. Adam Morrison actually will be sticking around next year, because he'll be moving over to transferring over to you guys, Mark.
He will be, yes. He'll be one of the many year 13s that's moving across to one of our degree courses with our partners at the University campus Doncaster. He's studying sports science degree, which will be a wonderful opportunity just as the half-time goals, Ben.
Yes, Mark.
What's your thoughts on the first half performance, starting off with Club Doncaster Sports College?
Sports College ruthless. One word for it, Mark, ruthless. They've taken the chance as well. It's not been a 7-0 game by any stretch of the imagination, but when they've gone forward, they've made the right passes. There's been a lot of unselfishness on the ball, and that's led to a few tap-ins, really, Mark. DN Group battled away, fashioned a few chances, should go in with a goal, but you know, it's a tall order from here. Yeah,
it is, Ben. And you talked about, Rio Allen and Mason Laws and Ash McCreath and Adam Morrison have fashioned and manufactured those opportunities to create a couple of tap-ins. Yeah, we've had a few nice goals, but if you can work hard and get yourselves in and have bodies in the 18-yard box, penalty spot, 6-yard box, you're always gonna have goals, Ben.
Welcome back to the Eco Power Stadium for the second half between Club Doncaster Sports College and DN Group. Mark, a few changes at half time. DN Group changed the goalkeeper. It looks like Lev Levshin, the former Russian goalkeeper, back there. And the Sports College have made a few changes themselves. Hill's on, Cristello's on as well, and Cody Burns as well. So
yeah, like you say, Ben, it's some notable changes.
Ball into Hill, across to Cristello with the first chance, and well dealt with by the DN Group, and they'll come away. Number 12, Sam Goodhand. Goodhand, sorry. And mopped up by number 2 in the middle, Morrison, and we've got another substitute as well. So Pigott inside to Morrison, pops it out to Gibbons, who had a good first half. Started it with a foul, but really grew into the game, and it's a great ball over the top. Sports College can get in the back here.
Looks like Ashton Jakes on the one of the changes on the left-hand side.
Oh yeah, Jakes as well, so it's all changed, Mark.
And Ben, you talked about the importance of rebuilding next year.
Yes.
And a lot of the Year 12s have an opportunity now to have a go as Hill jinx.
And it's cleared. Yeah, that's right, Mark.
Lads like Aston Jakes, as well as Reece Jones on there as well.
Yeah, this is like a dress rehearsal for them, really. Get the opportunity. Like I say, the second year's never had this last year, so when the Year 12s become Year 13s and we get into this day next season, put their arm around the younger lads, tell them what it's all about, settle them down a little bit, and that's really where the strength of the Sports College first 11. So many second year players, so many older heads, who've been in there, settled down, communicated, and everyone seems to have flourished in this environment so far.
Yeah, a lot of leaders and no egos, which is the most important. There's certainly no egos amongst this team.
Yeah,
work hard for each other, encourage each other. You've got Morrison and Griffith, should I say, Gibbons, leaders across the pitch. Not just the captain Morrison, but also that close-knit team of leaders as well.
The group might get a little bit of joy down this side with Lewis Breyer. Well fielded there by Pigott, but Breyer wins the throw deep in Club Doncaster Sports College territory.
Ewan Pigott, Matt Hummels-esque in his...
dual nationality Ewan Pigott, English and German. So can choose his nationality when the World Cup final is in December.
Absolutely. Hopefully he might be playing for one of the teams. Who knows?
Pine wins the throw for DN Group. We'll leave it for, again, Lewis Bryan, number 8. Who might look to find feet inside the box, and he does do that, and it's a flick on, but Morrison will clear into Cristello, who can't get that. Or go out of play. The Sports College throw.
So Ewan and Adam, both BTEC level 3 students.
Yeah.
Another one of the courses that we offer.
Great tackle. Again by number 6.
As a study option in year 12 and year 13, Ben. So the BTEC level 3, the equivalent of the 3 A levels.
That's right, Mark, yeah.
And again, a pathway to university. Should that be one of your options?
Yeah, and the BTEC's slightly different to A levels. You know, if you're studying A levels, you have to pick 3 subjects. So you have to have 3 subjects that you're passionate about. With the BTEC, it's worth 3 A levels, but if you've got a vocation such as sport, it's sport every day, and that's the uniqueness of the college. We don't have any cookery qualifications. We don't do, if you want to be an electrician, it's no good. But certainly, if you want to go into the world of sport, this is your place. As Morrison bounced through and wins the throw in deep in DN territory.
Well defended. Again, that just shows that threat of Morrison, not just when he has the ball at his feet, spraying the balls around. He's got the opportunity to get the ball and also run with it and cause a bit of mischief within the midfield.
So the Sports College have a throw. Flick back by Morrison. Cristello will come onto it, but it's well fielded, and the college will look to go forward, but Andy Butler there, the referee, sees an infringement. And we'll see the goalkeeper for the first time in the game, Mark. Let's see what he's got from the floor.
Absolutely. It also looks very much decked out like a referee. I do like to see an all-black strip.
Oh, yes.
And, it's classy. Hopefully he doesn't get too confused with the referee, Andy Butler.
Iconic. All-black iconic goalkeeper strip. As Cody Burns introduced himself into the game with a decent standing tackle there. Cody been out the side for a while, but involved in this college event today. As the player jumps into the box, goes down, not really anything doing there, Mark. No ask for a penalty there.
Yeah, I think he. It was funny, one of those where you think, he's almost looking for that.
Yeah.
But didn't appeal. Yeah, I think he kind of went down a little bit softly, but again, he probably knew that himself, and there wasn't really much of an appeal. And referee Andy Butler waved it away, and now Ricky Peng will throw the ball in just inside his own half, trying to get DN Group back into this game, Ben.
Yeah, and I think that was probably the message at half time, Mark. Win the second half, get one, and then we'll see where we go from there. And I think it's important for DN Group to score the next goal. That's a pivotal goal for them, and if they can get ahead in the second half, you just never know. You never know with football, and these are 45-minute games. It's a big pitch, big nets. One goal can be the catalyst for something, but if they were to come back, it would probably be the most monumental effort we've ever seen in varsity history. Yeah,
it would be Istanbul-esque.
Yeah.
For all the Liverpool and AC Milan fans, but yeah, certainly there's always that opportunity.
Oh,
like you say, that first goal, get the first goal in, breeds confidence within the team, and we talked about within the ladies game about those little trophy moments and that opportunity to score on the pitch.
Yeah, that's right, Mark. That's right. Yeah.
Pick up a couple of goals, a couple of trophy moments here, and they're back in it.
Win your individual battles, and then as a team, hopefully, you'll find that transpires. That's what they need to do. They need, and they've looked neat and tidy. They've looked like they've settled into the game more now, Mark. Because you could have probably said that if they'd have come out the second half with their heads down, you wouldn't have been surprised at that. But they've come out front foot. Sports College really haven't had the ball in possession in their half as such. And the DN Group probably slightly on top. If it were a boxing match, you'd probably edge them. on points so far, but Morrison comes through with a great touch. Can he get around the keeper? No, the keeper does fantastically well.
Yeah, Ben, they don't strike me as a team that are behind. They look like a team that still are up for the fight.
Yes.
And that's testament to them, that their heads haven't dropped. The body language is positive. The attitude and intention looks positive. And they certainly want to be
chase the ball in the corner and he can't.
Trying to put one on Leighton Finch.
So Dylan Hill, another second team player, top scorer for the second team this year, who was transferred to the first team. Made several appearances off the bench, but chipped in with his fair share of goals as well. So, you know, an Alfie May type when he was at Doncaster Rovers, plays a little bit wider as a striker, looking to them jinking runs into the box and make something happen. Sometimes for other people, but often gets an opportunity himself as well. As number 9 Whiting, who's been fantastic today, comes forward, beats Burns. Can he get the ball into the box? Whiting's done very well, goes down, and the referee doesn't want anything to do with that. But again, Whiting causing problems.
Yeah, he is, and we touched on this in the first half. Big, strong, physical player. Wants to get forward. Great footwork. He was able to jink it in between his left and his right foot, try and get in. And unfortunately, just for me, he ran out of pitch, Ben.
That's right. If it was, I don't know if it was Richie Wellens or if it was Grant McCann who brought the pitch in slightly, but if it had been the Sean O'Driscoll dimensions pitch, he'd have probably had another couple of yards to play in there.
Absolutely, and the pitch is looking spectacular for this time of year, Ben.
Fantastic, yeah. There's been a lot of games on it. We've had a lot of cup finals, schools games, corporate games. You know, it's had the best part of 30 games on it, and in recent weeks, as DN Group look to just squeeze forward, and it's holding up very well. You know, it's as flat as a pancake. It's nice and springy. The ball moves well on it. There's not many finer surfaces that you could play on, especially on grass for a young individual. As Adam Morrison takes the ball and looks to feed Hill, but it's well defended, and DN Group will look to break. Lewis Breyer looking for the ball forward, and Breyer getting on the ball a little bit more the second half. Bit quiet first half, but starting to come into the game a little bit.
Yeah, I think the manager, Danny Boast from the DN Group, will be telling him to try and get on the ball a bit more, try and put a stamp on the game within the second half, and yeah, absolutely try and win the second half for the Blue and Blacks.
Well, Mark, we put a post out yesterday on the socials saying it was 70% chance of rain. You can forget that. It's been 100% chance of rain 70% of the time so far. As the rain starts to fall on the Eco Power Stadium yet again, but now we've got a 3-on-3 DN College Group. Alfie Whiting looking to get through, slightly offside, but if he holds his run there, could make himself an opportunity.
Absolutely, and yeah, I think that was well judged by the referee's assistant, who is Kieran Edgen, who is one of our Year 13 Level 3 BTEC students. Again, what an opportunity for him as a bit of work experience.
Fantastic ball, especially working with someone like Andy Butler. As Hill has a chance, the goalkeeper saves it at the second attempt. Fashions a chance, out of a half chance really. But yes, Mark, that's right. And again, when we talk about work experience and we talk about opportunities, these lads all year have been asking for the opportunity to take part in such. Oh, there's a chance for Doncaster DN Group. Oh, and Leighton Finch does well when called upon. Cool head. Yes, and like I said, Mark, and for the opportunity to officiate alongside Andy Butler, who, as I say, is a Doncaster Rovers legend. As Ricky Pang catches in, but it's advantage play. It's a fantastic advantage, and it can be crossed. And it's Hill with a chance. Great block.
Yeah, great work again by Aston Jakes down the right hand side, playing into Dylan Hill, and Brad Barnes into Costello. Just stayed on side.
To Jones. Jones into Griff. Griff put out to Costello, and the Sports College keep hold of the ball and recycle it, Mark.
That's the importance of recycling, Ben. When it maybe doesn't go in the first phase, it's about what can we do again in the second pattern of play he has done.
Very well down
to
the
spot
side.
this overlap where
And now Piggott looks to get forward. Nosebleed territory for Piggott.
Philip Lamb-esque.
Morrison. Oh, it's a heavy challenge, but he's won the ball, and now it's a 2-on-2 break. And if he can break through, he can. He's not offside, but Finch deals with the trouble there, and Sports College a little let off.
Yeah, great bit of honesty there between the two. The big number 6 for the DN group and Adam Morrison, two battlers competing for the ball, and no quarter asked or given, Ben.
So Ollie Hood's down. Ollie Hood's been fantastic so far. I think it's a little bit of cramp. The occasion can sap energy from you. Playing on a grass surface in comparison to a 3G surface, which some of the guys are used to, can certainly sap the energy slightly. I think there's a couple of players warming up. Ty Farm looks like it could be his chance to come on at centre half in Ollie Hood's absence. If Ollie Hood can't continue, he's walking a little bit gingerly as the DN group do get forward, and they've got a chance here. Number 12, good hand. Great defending, and Jakes will look to clear. Pass it into Piggott, who plays it inside to Morrison. Brad Barnes into Finch, and Finch will look to clear with a decent kick. Costello beaten to the ball by, again, Ollie Hood, who seems to have shaken off that earlier misdemeanour. Brad Barnes inside to Jakes, and Jakes has space to run into here, and he will do so. But it's a great tackle, fantastic tackle, and Pang will bring the ball away, and it's a lovely ball into feet, and DN have got a chance here, 3-on-3. It's unlucky. Finch, there's a man on him.
Oh, cool and calm.
Goalkeeping. Oh, and a little bit late there by a good hand, and Jakes wins the free kick.
Bit of an opportunity, Ben, just to get a bit of a breather, like you were saying. A couple of players feeling a bit of cramp, and we're fortunate here at the Sports College and the wonderful Club Doncaster facilities to have two 4G or two 3G Astro pitches. But a lot of these lads won't play on grass that often.
Yeah, that's right, and it's a different surface altogether. It's a different game sometimes altogether. If you've ever played on a synthetic pitch and then played on grass, it is a completely different game. The ball moves differently. The ball's quicker on synthetic grass, but it's maybe a bit more forgiving. As DN group go forward, Burns completely misses it, but he's let off. And what's happening now, Mark? The DN group have actually matched up 3-on-3, so they've gone 4-3-3 now. And every time they get the ball, they look to go forward. And Sports College is struggling to deal with that. Yeah,
like I say, the match up with the two formations allows player for player likeness, and if you can get through those gaps and exploit that in behind, then you're going to have a lot of joy, which again, players like Good Hand will show great feet in going forward, nice, in which he's done there into
Whiting, who's been fantastic so far. Very athletic player, seems to be able to do it all really, and strong, both feet, head, picking the ball up, passing it off, but also fashioning chances as well.
Yeah, he looks like he's prepared to work and put the graft in it and really go at the Club Doncaster defence and see what they can do. So yeah, him and number 11 White have linked up really well.
Okay, so Doncaster College come forward with Lewis Breyer, who has been a lot brighter in this second half. And Cody Burns will just clear out, won't find touch, so Sports College still under some pressure. Jones does well to block that tackle, and the end group will have a throw in halfway inside Sports College territory. The score 7-0 currently. Again, as Whiting gets into the action. Breyer, let's come out, good strike. Just pulls it wide, Mark.
So Ben, the Varsity is an annual event.
Yes.
And a fantastic opportunity for both our male and female academies to showcase their talents and perform on the pitch. If I am a year 11 and I want to get involved with this, how do I go about it?
Well, Mark, the places for this year, the academic year 21-22, for the next academic year 22-23, have been flying off the shelf, and we've got very, very limited places available. So if there was a current year 11 who are doing the GCSEs at the moment watching this, they'd have to get in quickly. Very, very few places available. But for someone who's in year 10 going into year 11, looking for a career in sport, this is a perfect opportunity, as Ashton Jake's just offside. So we have a strong social media presence. We've got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can directly contact us on there. If you want to apply for us and go straight to the application stage, that's absolutely fine. We've got a website, clubdoncasportscollege.co.uk. As the ball goes into Hill, will he win it? It goes into Costello, who can strike. Oh, what a goal!
That's a lovely finish, Ben.
Fantastic finish, Mark.
Dylan Hill would say dummied it, presence of mind, just to duck and let the ball go through to his strike partner Costello, and a fantastic finish. Yeah, very, very well taken.
Makeshift striker Costello on the bounce, 8-0.
Some players might have let that go across the body, maybe onto a less favoured left foot. He was prepared to take that on his favoured right foot.
Yeah, it was a great strike, Mark, and it gave the goalkeeper no chance really. The sports college, as we were talking, made a couple of substitutions as well. So Adam Morrison's gone off. It looks like he's been replaced by Mason Laws, and Pagden's come into the. Oh no, in fact no, Pagden's gone into midfield for Morrison there. So just shuffling the pack as DN Group make a couple of changes. They've run a good race there. So yes, Mark. So as I was saying, the sports college offer courses. Easy to apply. It takes 15 seconds on the website, clubdoncasportscollege.co.uk. People looking to get into the world of work and in the sports industry, as Ashton Jakes has a chance to put it across. The goalkeeper does fantastically well. Great feet, and we'll look to clear straight away and put Club Doncaster Sports College under pressure. But Gibbons wins the header and it comes into Pagden, pops into Laws. We'll just popping into Barnes there. So we've got a midfield three of Barnes, Laws, and Pagden now. And Hollywood ball finds its way out play as the Club Doncaster Sports College select varsity teams make their way to the change rooms to prepare for their game, which is kicking off at 1:30 today. I'm refereeing that, Mark, so go easy on me on the commentary. But yes, as I say, it's very easy to apply. It takes 15 seconds. Applications fly out, and the courses get booked up very quickly. There are only 70 places available for first year students, so it's a very finite amount of places available if you want to be involved in the academy setup, if you want to be involved in the award-winning qualifications. So my advice would be, if you're going into year 11 next year, it's September, get yourself involved.
If I'm a year 10 and I'm looking to plot my course a bit earlier, taster days available?
Yes, Mark.
Next year?
Yeah, absolutely.
In year 11?
You could still apply. So you could apply as a year 10. We'd see with your date of birth at your year 10, you go on our year 10 waiting list, which is quite substantial. We'd invite you to that. Would mean you'd be invited to the taster days in Easter. What a run, by the way! What a fantastic run! Could be a goal here by Whiting. Oh, goodness me! Sam Goodhand, what a run! But the finish was lacking.
I don't think he was expecting it. I could be wrong, but I do not believe that the big number 9 was expecting the ball to be played into him. Hence, maybe why the hesitation when he went. But what a fantastic run, and Messi-esque.
Oh, good on there.
I know we've compared it to lots of quality footballers, but that was just like watching Lionel Messi.
Just turns the burners on and he's gone. They had absolutely no defence to that, but
Yeah, I think his unselfishness factored that in. He could have taken that himself.
A little slice in it. Finds its way into the goalkeeper's hands. Sometimes they find their way into the net mark.
They do. But yeah, again, a great run from the number 12, Good Hand. And yeah, it could have been so much different if he had a shot himself, but unselfishly, he wanted to play into his big strike partner, number 9, who unfortunately wasn't able to capitalise. But he's on the ball again, Ben.
Yeah, fantastic run. So we're at 8-0. And agricultural challenge, but ball falls to Hill. Hill looks to get it into Costello's feet. The ball bobbles, but it's fielded by number 15, which is Kian Hand. Ball into the box. Hill's by himself, takes a touch. Can he make a chance for himself? Just gets the ball caught under his feet. First time shot there, Mark, possibly?
Yeah, I think again, maybe just having that presence of mind, just to get the ball out of your feet and have a shot. But again, it's further evidence that you got players like Dylan Hill, you got players like Marvin Costello can come on and make a difference.
This is fantastic football now by Club Doncaster, and Jakes has a chance. Oh, he tries to jink inside. Oh, and could that be a penalty? Oh, it's a corner, but Mark, heavy challenge.
I've seen him given. Maybe within the concept of the game.
Yeah. I think in the context of the game, it's probably not one that's going to make a massive difference. You are gambling when you're diving in that situation.
Yeah, if you go to ground, you're always give the referee a decision to make. Sometimes it's a dead easy decision for him to make. Possibly got away with one. But Mason Laws has another opportunity to show off his prowess from a set piece on an outswinging angle, Ben.
Yeah, and it's front post and it beats everyone. And now Whiten can attack. Plays the early ball and it's a great ball. And it's into Lewis Breyer, who can get there first. Ash McCreath just into the action. Breyer does really well into Good Hand. Can Good Hand get a shot off here? Good little jink into the box. Good Hand. And into the goalkeeper. Really good opportunity, and now Laws comes forward for Coodrock Sports College, and the game is stretched. Ashton Jakes down the line to Laws. Can Laws find the perfect cross? He touches it inside. Hill wants it. First time shot. Great save from the goalkeeper.
Fantastic. Again, great work. You can see Mason Laws has gone off. Had a bit of a breather, bit of a Lucasade. Come back on. Telling contribution on the right hand side, playing it into Dylan Hill. A great effort, but a superb save from the substitute goalkeeper, who has absolutely done himself proud here.
Very well there, very well. As the ball goes into the box, it finds red shirt through Pagden now. Pagden looks to jink through, and it will just roll out for a corner ball off.
Another corner ball.
Corner flag.
Ben, I've just checked my calendar and we've got an open evening on the 23rd of June.
Yes, Mark, that's
It's a Thursday night.
Yeah, that's the last open evening of the year. That's an opportunity for people to come down and have a look at the sports college. There aren't many places available, so if you want to be part of that, you can look to apply online, and you'll get an invite to the open event. And Pagden has a chance, and it's still alive. Gibbons will try and keep it in.
Paggy maybe just jumped a bit early instead of just letting it go onto his head. But again, a great effort in terms of that, as he's now on the ball looking to find Costello.
To roll the ball in, but DN Group will come away with it with energy and purpose, and it's Good Hand again, and he can really run. Oh, it's a fantastic challenge though, but Good Hand has been it's been difficult to handle these last 10 minutes.
Yeah, he has indeed. Again, I maybe used the pun a bit earlier. Good hand, great feet. As Whiting has it.
Strike! Oh, off the bar!
That was a fizzer, Ben. Got it out onto his. I think it's his favourite left foot.
Yes.
And he unleashed.
He's been coming in from the right, from the left, and then jinking back on from the right to the left again. I think he's gone down with a bit of cramp here. He has done some an imperious amount of running.
Yeah, you can understand why he's got cramp. The contribution, the effort that he's put in to put his team into great positions, get his team forward, and then I think he deserved the goal. He deserved the trophy moment, like we've mentioned too.
So Gibbons is down. This it's holding his thighs. This could be possibly cramped. This could possibly be, hopefully nothing too sinister, but the guys have played a lot of games this season, and this kind of game will take its toll. So Ewan Piggott makes way for Hallcroft. Brad Barnes will go centre half. Dylan Hill will drop into midfield, and Hallcroft will come wide again. So now you've got Aston Jakes up top, Mark, with Costello. So you've got two wingers playing as strikers.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, the stats of the two lads with pace. There's always that opportunity to get the ball at feet and run at the two centre halves, or if they can get in behind and have the ball thread through by
an opportunist chance
by the likes of Pagden, by the likes of Hill and Laws, if they can get on the ball and feed through.
Whiting looks like it could be done here.
Yeah, I think he's hurt here. So yeah, we do have open evenings on a monthly basis, generally towards the end of every month, Ben, starting in September.
Yes,
so if you can't make it to this open evening in June, there's always that opportunity. Keep an eye on the website, keep an eye on the social medias, and everyone is welcome to the open evenings, starting at 4:30 all the way to 6 p.m. The opportunity to speak to the lecturers and speak to our academy coordinators and see what can be offered here at Club Doncaster Sports College to future your career in the sector.
Well,
Ben,
Mark,
bit of a stop and play.
It looks like Whiting's race is run. He is my DN College's man of the match. I think he's been superb, but there's only so much you can do in a game. He's run himself into the ground, and with that strike, he went down, and it looked like as soon as he went down that second time, his game was over. Yeah,
and I think with the power and the force that he put on that strike, maybe just a bit of a tweak in a hamstring or the calf muscle, a bit of cramp, but certainly, yeah, I'd agree with that, Ben. In terms of the man of the match, he's been fantastic.
Corey Beadle has a chance, only half a chance, and it's gobbled up by Leighton Finch, who bowls the ball out, but it's flicked on by DN Shearer, which means that they're in control again and camping out in the Club Doncaster half this second half, with a great little ball in, but Brad Barnes half deals with it, pops back out, tries to get the ball into Briar's feet, and Sports College will bring it away into Costello, who pirouettes, and he'll chase that, but the goalkeeper will gather that with ease, and a little pirouette there, Mark, to try and get away from the challenge.
Lovely to see. Yeah, great footwork from Marv there. Got himself out of a bit of danger and possibly getting his ankles clipped. He did well, and again that opportunity to show the pace that maybe having two wingers up front allows you to have.
As well, and he needs to finish that off, and he does. As Lewis Hallcroft just earlier took out one of the DN College's staff with a slide tackle, man and ball as they call it.
Like to see it.
Not enough of that in the game anymore, Mark. As soon as you go to ground, referees are blowing up in the professional game, but don't mind a nice measured, in control slide tackle.
Yeah, with that agricultural nature that I know you love to allude to, Ben. That sometimes it's got to be done, and I think on a grass pitch as well, players are a lot more confident slide tackling as opposed to getting a grass or an astro burn. And a lovely slick pitch like this as Hill has the ball.
It's a great ball by Hill. Hallcroft just offside. So goal scorers so far today: Rio Allen with a hat-trick, Mason Laws with a hat-trick, Adam Morrison has got one, and Marvin Costello most recently A lovely side foot goal, which makes the score 8-0 to Club Doncaster Sports College. That, as we were alluding to in the ladies' game, that was going towards a record score. If it was to stay like this, Mark, it would be a record varsity score, but certainly not an 8-0 game.
No, and I think the score is flattering. But again, the Club Doncaster's been in that opportunity to create those chances and score them. So the scoreboard says what the scoreboard says. But certainly the DN College have given a really good showing of themselves, particularly in the second half. A quick fire start, so 3-0 within 8-9 minutes. Kind of
superb. Oh, and Jake's tried to get onto it, and he still got there. And it's McCreath. McCreath's got a chance. Great save. Costello misses it.
He just wasn't expecting it. I think when you're like that and the goalkeeper makes a save, you've got to be, kitten-like reflexes. And Marv has those reflexes, but just unfortunately, wasn't able to.
Great first save from the goalkeeper. The ball pops up to Costello. It's not an agreeable height, and that will be Marvin's last action of the game. He's got his goal today.
Yeah, he's deserved it. He's run about. He's worked hard. He's brought players into play. And he's getting
play very well. Warm reception there.
He is from a great crowd here at the Eco Park Stadium. It's so good to see crowds at big sporting events like this, Ben.
Yeah, well over 100 here today, Mark, and they've been treated to two magnificent games of football, played in a fantastic spirit. The referees have hardly been employed really. The games have flowed. There's been no poor tackling or anything like that. It's been a great occasion, Mark.
It has been. I listened to a podcast with Mike Dean, one of the great Premiership referees, and he said the best game is when I'm not talked about and I don't have to make much decisions, and that is what Andy Butler's had today. And it's testament to the players, the way that they have handled themselves and not giving the referee much decisions to make in terms of free kicks. Rio Allen's back on the ball, and that jinking left foot maybe took a little bit of a knock.
Yeah, it looks like he's taking a knock here as the ball rolls out for the Club Doncaster Sports College corner. He's going to try and play on, but he looks to be moving very gingerly at the moment.
Yeah, it looks like his right foot just took a bit of a clip just as he turned inside, put the weight on the left foot. Looked like the right foot got a clipping.
Adam Morrison just warming up, I think just in case Rio Allen has to come off as the ball goes in. Oh, and the keeper does well to save it. And it was Gibbons again, Mark, the captain now. Yeah,
again, Gibbons is looking to add to his, 2 goals that he scored already this season. He scored 6. Yeah. Sorry, I paid him a disservice. He scored 6, looking to make it a 7th. The goalkeeper did very well to gather that in under a bit of pressure as number 2 clears the ball upfield. We've got a 3-on-3 here, Ben.
Yeah.
DN College group. He's just straight offside.
It's fantastic again. It's good hand again, I think.
Is that White, number 11?
That's right. No, you are right, Mark. It was Luke White who has been out of the game in the second half a little bit. Had a very good, impactful first half, but been a little bit quiet, but came to life at that point.
Yeah, excellent with the set pieces. Again, been quite quiet and just straight offside. As we mentioned, we've got Aaron Rowe, one of our students, and we've got Kieran Etchin, another one of our Year 13 students, with the opportunity to show their skills alongside a fantastic referee like Andy Butler.
Yeah, well, and lovely ball into Jakes, who's the makeshift striker now. Allcroft finds
he got tackled by a ghost.
Sniped by a ghost. And the DN group will look to carry the ball forward now, and there's a break on. And good hand gets through the tackle. It's a great ball, and this is a chance. Bino, goal! Goal for the DN group.
Yeah, brilliant finish. Again, maybe as he skipped past, Dylan Hill tried his best to get back if he had the tackle, but he persevered and he continued, and he got the goal that his efforts have deserved, and overall collectively.
Well done. That's Corey Beadle with the goal, and that makes it Club Doncaster Sports College 8, DN Colleges 1.
Yeah, absolutely. Beadle has been about today, and he has certainly worked hard to get his goal for his team.
I agree with that, Mark.
And put a bit of blue on the scoreboard, Ben.
That's right. So not long to play now as well, Mark. So they deserve the goal. There's probably 7 minutes left in the game, 7 or 8 minutes left. As we see Ollie Hood come back onto the field of play. Sports College will look to hammer the ball forward, and the clearance into Pagden's feet. Will Pagden try this? It looks like it was measuring.
He's gearing up for it.
He will try it now. It's a great strike. Keeper spills it. Cross scores. Instant reply.
Absolutely, Ben. And they always say, when you score, you're most likely and you're most dangerous to concede. And Paggy, he lined up to have a shot and he fainted it, and then he had a shot. Goalkeeper spilled it, and a young man was there to have a nice tap in. Hallcroft, I believe. Was it Hallcroft?
Yeah, Lucas Hallcroft.
Lucas Hallcroft with a fantastic finish and a fantastic reward. The young man's worked very, very hard. One of the year 12s within the team.
Yeah, so
a team that's built up of a lot of experience, so definitely he will be back again. And he'll be happy, he'll be proud of that, won't he?
Oh, absolutely. And, that's a reaction. The players looked genuinely gutted that they conceded a goal, and that's a reaction that you want from your team within 50 seconds, really, of the restart, to get the ball forward. But DN Group are looking to add to the total. Oh, it's a great strike. Goalkeeper rooted to the spot, and again, it's good on with the strike, and it remains 9-1.
Ben, you alluded to that. You could see the disappointment in the club Doncaster to concede. I had a look down and I could see Craig Collins was disappointed, even at the scoreline was disappointed. This reflects the standards and dedication and application that Craig Collins expects from his team, and the teammates expect from each other, and they got back in.
So this displays the flexibility of Craig Collins' system.
Playbook. System, yes.
So we've got Gibbons, who has been exemplary today, making his way for Adam Morrison. Pagden drops into the back three with Barnes and Burns, and then Morrison drops into midfield. And in that first half, it's fair to say that Morrison was the thorn in the side of DN Group, on the ball a lot, created a lot of problems, and this could be another problem for DN Group. But it's well defended, and they'll come away with it now. Pagden will just tidy that up into Mason Laws. We'll pop it into Morrison, who is invited back into the game. And they're going to look to fashion a chance on that far side with Jakes, who plays a great ball in. And there's a Hallcroft in there again, the fullback. And now they're going to be a little bit stretched. Rio Allen comes back to...
I think he's kept it in, Ben, or he has. He's been adjudged,
But he did well. It was a great effort.
Just about game management at this stage, Ben.
Yeah, that's it. You want to keep your opposition score down if you can. So for the Sports College, I think it's about game management now and controlling the football match. DN Group are pushing people forward as you really would. Oh, it's a great ball into Hill, and this could be a goal. Oh, it's a great save. Superb save. Goal gaping.
I'm surprised he went for the keeper's right hand there, Ben. It looked as if he had a bit of space. The keeper's left hand
side,
went across the keeper's body. They do say to do that.
The keeper did really well there. Stood up, waited until the very last moment, and makes the save. So it remains 9-1. Dylan Hill not on the score sheet yet, so he'll be disappointed with that, because, as you say, that was a great opportunity and it was all by himself, but a lovely move by the Sports College. Nice passage of play, and they have a corner here which is whipped in, and it beats everyone again. Brad Barnes looks to chase in, and the DN Group will bring it away. They'll just relinquish their possession again to Rio Allen, who is again looking to try and get on his left foot. Plays the ball inside to Morrison. Morrison looking for options, plays into Hill. Hill jinks inside, great clearance, and now it's a 3-on-2 situation. Great ball over the top, but Burns does well. Pagden with a little pass into Barnes, who passes it into Morrison pops it outside to Holcroft.
Yeah, again, excellent from Cody Burns. Not always easy to get the header away, especially being on that side of the body, and then nicely played out as Adam Morrison mops up again, which he's done for the vast majority of this game, Ben, and the season.
Morrison, front and back, does very well. You know, he doesn't mind mucking in with his back to goal. You know, he'll come and tackle, he'll win headers, but he'll also, you know, he's a creative player. He'll come forward for you. He'll dart about. He's all action, and it shows. You know, like I say, he plays men's football, very well respected at Harworth Colliery, and he's got a bright future in the game, and you know, off the pitch. As I said, he's joining the University campus Doncaster degree. As the ball pops out to Rio Allen, looks to try and get it onto his left foot. Holcroft with a fantastic ball in, but a great clearance. Jake's under pressure, loses the ball, and now Taifan brings the ball away, and Lewis Breyer just strays offside.
I was speaking to Adam during the pre-season in August, and he was saying about one of the things that we do is have the pre-season fixtures in place, and the pre-season training camps in place, and he was saying about the importance. He was working on his fitness and his strength condition, something that Craig had put into place amongst the squad, and it's paying dividends throughout the season. You prepare well in pre-season. Again, the Academy 1 lads have had a fantastic season, narrowly missing out on the league title, but they've been able to bring it all the way through to this game, the culmination of the season right now. But the season started in August, Ben. Yes,
Mark, and to note as well, you know, they got very far in the National Cup as well, only to be beaten by Everton, who I'm informed went on to the final possibly. So beaten by one of the best sides in the country, and that is full time, Mark. 9-1 to the Sports College.
Yeah, I mean, a fantastic performance, a well drilled performance from the club Doncaster Sports College. Again, we talked about this. Everybody working hard for each other, getting each other in goal scoring opportunities, and a mixed bag of goal scorers as well, which is really pleasing for the management team.
Absolutely, and fair to say as well, all different types of goals. Not all the same goals. Goals from the flanks, goals down the middle, well worked goals, opportunist goals. So a number of things. You can see what Craig Collins has been working on as the rain hammers down on the two sets of players as they exchange pleasantries, and the game played in an excellent spirit, Mark.
Yeah, absolutely, and full credit to both teams, Club Doncaster Sports College and the DN Group. Fantastic spirit. Again, it just highlights a partnership and reinforces that we've got, and full respect and fair play to the DN College guys. Mix up of the North Lindsay and the Doncaster College lads to come together, put a squad together, and really have a good go today. Maybe the scoreline wasn't reflective of that, but certainly the effort and the guile that's shown. They can hold their head up high.
Absolutely, Mark. Yes. So that concludes the men's varsity today. Club Doncaster Sports College take the title, and the trophy will be staying at the Eco Power Stadium for another season. Final score: Club Doncaster Sports College 9, DN College Group 1. Over and out, Mark.
Thank you, Ben. All the best. Take care. Thank you.